Hi everyone. I'm just waiting for more people to join. Hi. Hi everyone. I'm just waiting for more people to join. Yes, I will be taking a few questions today. So, okay, I have actually prepared a few questions which were from the comment section, and I am just going to briefly explain a few things. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can drop by in the comment section. Okay. I want to apply for MEXT scholarship for MBA. Yeah, of course, you can apply for a MEXT scholarship if you want to study MBA. It will fall under the research student category in section B, which is social science. And if you qualify for the MEX scholarship and if you're admitted into the university, I think most of the universities have an entrance criteria which is GMAT. So you probably might have to appear for GMAT while you are in Japan in order to be enrolled for the MEXT and as a MEXT scholar for MBA in the university. Do I need to submit a real X-ray with medical certificate? No. You just have a certificate that is the health form, and you just have to let a doctor fill it for you, and so basically you get a chest X-ray done and you show it to the doctor. He sees it, and if he says it's okay, he'll sign everything on the application like health form, and he'll put a seal, and you just have to submit one original copy of the health form and a Xerox copy. So just that. um, is transcript necessary? It depends which transcript are you talking about. 10th, 12th, yes. Do not give an original transcript. You can get transcript copies from your school or your university, and you can also get it attested by them, or you can also get it notarized by yeah, transcript is 10th, 12th mark sheet. Yes, correct. Um, if you want to do masters and you don't know how to apply, like probably you need to know a little bit about what is next, how to apply. So I think I have already made a video. Like I had conducted a webinar last week, and I have recorded it, and it's posted so I can send the link, right? So I can send the link to you in the chat box, or probably yeah. If you can check the description, yeah, so you can go and check. Certificate of school. Okay. Konnichiwa. Okay, I'll take the questions a bit slowly. Difference between undergraduate student and technology student. So, undergraduate student is a student who will get a bachelor's degree, and technology student is basically an undergraduate level degree which leads to diploma. So, that is the only difference. Um, Ankit, you have to clear GMAT to apply to study MBA in when you reach to Japan for entrance, yes, because for MBA internationally, GMAT is the official qualification factor. So you don't have to appear for GMAT right now. It's only in when you get the scholarship and when you have to enroll as a regular student. Mm. Do I have to submit 2 copies of every form like LOR? Yes. Yes, I think it's already mentioned in the website. I've also mentioned it in the webinar that you have to submit 2 copies of each. LOR, since you cannot open the letter of recommendation and make a copy of it, so what you can do is you can ask your professor or your teacher to fill or sign 2 copies of the same letter of recommendation and put it into envelopes, seal it, and you can just insert like 2 envelopes together so that becomes 2 copies. Transcript, yes. Application form, 2 copies, yes. Do I need a certificate of prospective graduation? I will get my class 12th result this June. Yes. So either you get a provisional certificate from your school, or you can also show your admit card for 12th. You can make a photocopy, get it attested, get it notarized, and just to show that you've got your result. If not, I think if the results are out, you can also send the result grade card that you can print it online and you can show it to them. Mm. Which category undergraduate computer science falls for? So I think I've already mentioned that undergraduate, there's nothing called computer science because everything falls under natural science A, um, information engineering, which is number 6. So if you want to study IT, if you want to study computer science, software, everything falls under number 6. So you can go and check that. Mm. Can we do masters by MEXT? Of course, MEXT scholarship is for undergraduate students, for masters, for students who want to do masters, for students who want to do PhD. So if you go to the website and check research student, that is basically for people who want to do masters or PhD. What is it? Name and nationality and paste it. I did not quite understand your question, Pradipta. What is to write name, nationality, and paste it? Can you be a little more clear? Is it mandatory to notarize of? So, if you can get transcript copies from your school or university, then it's fine. If you get then it's fine. Otherwise, if you just so if you have a transcript and you cannot get a transcript from your school, a copy of transcript from your school, then what you can do is you can get a xerox of the one transcript you have and get it notarized. So in that way, like self attestation is not quite accepted. Is it true that we have to show some research paper to apply for MBA? No, not really. You don't have to. क्या आप अभी भी हिंदी में पढ़? हाँ भाई, मुझे हिंदी में पढ़ना आता है, पढ़ाना भी आता है, बट मुझे आदत हो गया इंग्लिश बोलने का जापान में रह के. Do I need to send the application physically to the embassy? So it actually I have like covered this in the video. So if you are MEXT undergraduate applicant, then you have to submit every document to the embassy by post by 29th of May. If you are a graduate student, like research student applying for master's or PhD, then you have to um, fill the preliminary form and send it online, like by email. Ma'am, we need to submit. Yes, 10th, 11th, 12th transcript is enough. 9th is not required. 10th and 12th is the most important. So if you submit that, then it's fine. If I write my name, okay, photograph, it's okay. Doesn't matter. It's true. Whatever you're saying, it's true. So just paste the photograph on the application. They just ask you to write your name and nationality in case the photograph is not glued properly, and if it comes out, then they can see the name and the nationality and they can put it back to the application form. That is the only reason they ask you to write. um, नहीं, you should not post LOR अलग से पोस्ट नहीं करना है। लेटर ऑफ रिकमेंडेशन आपके टीचर, आपके प्रोफेसर आपको एक एनवेलप में डाल के देंगे, आपको उसको निकालना नहीं है, एक पतला सा एनवेलप होगा, ठीक है? जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज़ द एनवेलप, ओके, एंड दिस इज़ द बिग एनवेलप व्हिच हैज़ ऑल द डॉक्यूमेंट्स। सो ये एनवेलप को इसके अंदर घुसाना है विद अदर डॉक्यूमेंट्स, बस कुछ खोलना नहीं है। Do we have to submit 2 copies of letter of recommendation as sealed? How can we print it again? So actually you cannot print the letter of recommendation again. So what I have done is I asked my professor to send me the letter of recommendation by post, but before posting give me send me a scanned copy, so I have a copy of it. So I did not open the letter of recommendation. In it is mentioned that you need only one letter of recommendation from one person, but 2 copies of it. So you can ask the same person to give 2 copies of it, okay? But I submitted 2 letter of recommendation that is from 2 different people, okay? So I am from Bangalore. Where should I send my documents? So if you go to the website, uh, you will be shown that for students who live in Karnataka, they have to post the documents to the consulate of general of Japan in Bangalore. So you have to have the address there. So you have to post it there. Okay. Mm. Should I need to type in capital letters in application? Yes, it is mentioned that you have to write in block letters. Please fill the application form in block letters. Um, in second year BSc. So if you're in second year of BSc, you can apply next year or this year. No, you do not need any research paper. A research student basically means he or she is going to pursue higher studies. That's it. There's no other difference. So you do not need to have research paper. If you have it, great. If you don't have it, it's fine. For bachelors, it's very difficult to have a research paper. There's more weightage given to the final year project that you do. Is law course there? Yes, law is there under MEXT. You can check the website. I have a friend who is a MEXT scholar and she's studying law in Kyoto University. I think if you, yes, Ankit is right. If you have a research paper, it increases chances. But if you don't have it, doesn't mean that you cannot apply. So if you take law, different envelope, because if you're taking LOR from 2 different people, Hardik, then you will get it in 2 different envelopes. So I will suggest you don't be confused. Take LOR from one person, ask him to sign it twice, put it in 2 different envelopes, ask him to seal it, and just put the 2 envelopes inside the whole document section. Don't do anything else. How to select CS and robotics major for undergraduate? So for undergraduate, CS and robotics, also CS falls under number 6, information engineering, so you have to apply there. For robotics also, you have to apply either in mechanical engineering or again in information engineering. Ma'am, certificate of school report का certificate of school is not report card. Is the deadline submission for documents same as the application fee, same as for application fee? Uh, I did not quite get the question. Is deadline for the submission of documents the same as for the application period? If you're talking about undergraduate, then yes. If you're talking about research students, then the deadline that is mentioned is for just submitting your application form and not for documents. PCB. Yes, you can apply for undergraduate engineering, Ashutosh. You can do that. Did you take IELTS or JLPT? I did not take any of the two. I don't have IELTS score. I don't have JLPT. I completed my 16 years of education in English. And so, if you have completed your education in English, you do not need IELTS score. But and I'm conducting my research in English, so I don't need JLPT either. Did the embassy ever? No, embassy did not ask me for my 11th mark sheet. How much can we earn in a part-time job weekly in 1 week? Um, okay. There are a lot of questions. Okay, the daily wages is 1,000 yen per hour. So if you work in a convenience store, you can work for 6 to 7 hours. Then you can calculate how much can you earn. Okay, see these subjects. Okay, if you're interested in geology and geoinformatics, it depends if you have had a subject in the past. So I think Lisa, you're talking about research student, right? So if it is research student, then um, of course you can apply for geology and geoinformatics as well. Email. What about email? So emails you don't have to write in block letters, but the preliminary form that you have to fill it in block letters. Yes. Okay. Um, what is the scope of doing research on physics and get a job? I'm applying for MEXT undergraduate. Okay. So if you want to do research, Japan is the best place to do research because I'm doing research. I'm studying geophysics, so which is also physics. You can do astrophysics, you can do geophysics, you can do any subject based on physics. There are a lot of research internships. There are also a lot of research based jobs as well. So you can do that. Yeah, so to get a job, please note that some jobs require you for to have Japanese proficiency. So if you do not know Japanese right now, you can always study Japanese when you come here and give JLPT exams. Okay. On what basis do they select the applicants? Okay, they do document screening, they check your co-curricular activities, they check your grades, they check uh, the answers that you have written, the essays about Japan, like they ask you a few questions about Japan. If you're applying for a research scholarship, then they ask you to submit a research plan and past and present field of study, and that's how they select. If you're in, oh my god. Okay, if you're in 12th standard, you can actually apply for MEX scholarship this time. Of course, you can do that. Mm. Is it hard to study in Japan? Mm. Depends upon you, though. I think like if you've studied in India, um, it's not supervised, so you are on your own. There's a lot of flexibility because they believe in letting you study the way you want to. Nobody's going to ask you to study this, study that. So you're on your own. So if you can motivate yourself to study every single day without supervision, yeah, you'll be good to go. Can you please make a detailed video on how to apply for university? I think a friend of mine has already made a video about it. Her name is Vanshita Sharma. If you go and type the magic curls, you'll see she's an university recommended student. So you can find her video. ऑफ कोर्स इंफॉर्मेशन इंजीनियरिंग के अंडर ही रोबोटिक्स एंड सीएस आता है, सो यू कैन एक्चुअली अप्लाई. कोनिचिवा बेंगसान. रिमार्क में क्या लिखना है? सो इन द रिमार्क्स, if it is educational qualification, then in remarks you can write if you are a rank holder, if you have appeared for spell bee competition, if you have appeared for um, some scholarship or olympiads, all that. Ma'am, that does that mean doing MSc we don't need any research? See, I did my BTech. I was my uh, in the process of publishing a paper, but I did not at that point of time. So it's okay. How many applications get selected? It's in on the website. Undergraduate 12, College of Technology 12, specialized training 12, research students undisclosed. There is no idea. There's nobody has said anything whether medicine or dentistry will be recruited next year or not. So for now, if it is not recruited, you can expect it may not be recruited later as well. Stop spamming. My kind request. Thank you. How many times we get trip for home in a year? So just note that the first time when you travel from Japan to from India to Japan or whichever country you're going from, you get the airfare paid by the embassy, and then when you finish off your course and when you're coming back, that is also paid by the embassy. In between, if you want to take leave, if you want to go home, you have to pay on your own. So if your professor lets you go home, you can go home. Um, Hopefully next year I can actually start the batch. But this year I'm actually also helping students who are not applying this year, probably next year. But I'm just giving them the guidance as well because they have time to prepare right now and they know what to prepare. They have a few more months. But for people who are applying this year, they have just 15 days. I can just help them with the application preparation, but not about what to add and what to subtract because it's too late. So you can join whenever you want to. So, so the thing is like if you live around the same place where where your professor lives, then you can get the LOR from him or her. Mine lived in Chennai, so I asked my professor to send it to me via post, and she sent it to me, and it arrived to me 3 days. So it was still within the application period, so I submitted it immediately. But I mean, you have to arrange the documents within the time, so it's up to you. If you're applying for undergraduate, then you should take your LOR from your 12th standard, from your principal or your dean. If you are applying for masters or another degree, if you already have a UG or a diploma, and if you're going for another undergraduate degree, then you can take it from your diploma college. Do they provide dormitory? Yes, it's a first come first serve basis, and um, it's also depending upon the vacancy. So if your professor, if the university has vacancies, then they give you the dormitory for first 6 months or 1 year. After that, you have to like live in an apartment. uh, how many times होते तो हो गया What if we fail in the written exam? Which written exam are you talking about? If you fail in the written exam conducted by the embassy, you cannot apply anymore in the same year. You get disqualified. If you fail in the written exam in the university, then you get one more chance to apply in the next semester. Are the academic transcript the copy of your report card? Academic transcript consists is nothing but a grade card. So academic transcripts of 10th and 12th means it's the grade card or the report card. Yes. I'm asking, can I change? Yes, of course you can change the subject if you want to. If you write your application pretty well, you can change your subject and you can show your interest that you want to study something else. How is life over there as a MEXT scholar? Okay, I'll probably talk about it in the next video. Life is great. I'm in my lab right now. I'm still eligible to apply for MEXT even though I'm expected to. After, no. If you are expected to graduate after March 2024, then probably not. You can apply next year, not this year. Okay, if you apply, then I think I answered this. Does PCB student apply? Yes, PCB students apply for MEXT. It is in Natural Science B. Um, you can submit class 10 DigiLocker mark sheet, but it has to be attested by someone. It should be notarized. रिकमेंडेशन कब और कैसे अप्लाई करें? रिकमेंडेशन का यूनिवर्सिटी रिकमेंडेशन का एप्लीकेशन नवंबर या दिसंबर में खुलता है. सो which track to choose, it's also in the webinars video. You can check. So once ये application खत्म हो जाएगा, then नवंबर दिसंबर में you can choose via university recommendation. And university recommendation मतलब जिस यूनिवर्सिटी में अप्लाई करना है उस यूनिवर्सिटी का कुछ कुछ कोटा होता है. आप उस कोटा से अप्लाई करके अपना एप्लीकेशन डाल सकते हो. What is the perfect answer for what was the trigger for having an interest in Japan? It is very specific to the applicant. So it should actually be an answer that comes from within. What is your trigger? It can be something that interested you about Japan, the lifestyle, the people, the manners, the way of life. You people talk about Zen. They talk about uh, yeah, so interest. If you just write that, oh, I love anime, probably that may not be a good answer for you to get the application going. You only have to pay for tickets. True that. True. That's what I'm here for. What to fill in column 17? What is column 17? I don't have the application form open right now. Ma'am, can you get an interview with an STC Max? I do not know anybody who is STC, but I will try to search someone. Probably there are people here. We have to fill application in computers. You can fill the application online, like by typing. Don't do handwritten application. It's much more neater. Neater? Is that a word? I don't know. How should I watch one of your videos from the form I need to post? Um, so if you Ayush, if you go to the description link, there is the website. Embassy of Japan in India, if you open that, the application form is already mentioned in the website, so you can download it there. Uh, EJU portion is not the same. In EJU, you have to give Japanese proficiency exam. So if you know Japanese, you can give that. Please stop spamming. Yes, true that. Please stop spamming. Can I? Okay. Okay. How can you arrange the document? Um, Applying for. So what you have to do is in every you have to make two sets or three set, whichever copies they have mentioned. So in each set you have to have one of each document. So one application form, one health form, one 10th and 10th 12th transcript copy, one recommendation letter. That is one set. Second set is again the same kind of document. So that is preparing the set. You make the sets, you put them together and put it inside the application, in the application envelope, seal it, write the address, post it. Which form do I need to search for? Which site should I visit? Okay. Okay, if you go back to the video that I have posted about MEXT, if you open the description box, there are links. And if you click the link, you would know. So please do that. Can we get institute teacher? Do you mean coaching teacher? If it is a tuition teacher or coaching institute, no, because that is not your registered education institution. It has to be from your school. Some question about contribute to Japan. So Anuradha, so the question is, how is your study going to contribute for Japan and your home country? So supposing if you're studying biology, if you're studying about cancer cells, then how will your study on cancer cells help people in India and Japan? So basically, you can say that it's going to be a technology exchange. You're going to build a knowledge bridge between both countries, and you want to contribute to both the countries by learning and researching in Japan and utilizing the technique and bringing it back to India. Recommendation can be handwritten. Medical certificate can also be handwritten. I'm talking about the application form that can be typed. Certificate of graduation is the degree certificate that you have completed 10th or 12th in in that university or in that school. Does Kyoto University have robotics funding? I think they have robotics, but I think they don't have an English program. I think Ritsumekan University has good robotics courses. You can search that. Can I submit the medical certificate later? I think you have to ask the embassy. I'm not sure. Mm, what is the syllabus for written exam? Syllabus for written exam is NCRT, JEE means question based. So it's pretty basic, nothing too difficult. How's life in Japan? Life in Japan is great. syllabus for law courses for undergraduate. So for it, in order to apply for MEXT, you just under law you just have to give English and maths. English and maths. I think English and maths exam. I guess I'm not sure. English and Japanese, not maths. You have to, yeah, that's what is the level of Japanese required for mixed for undergraduate? You don't really require Japanese right now to apply for undergraduate, because if you are selected you get 1 year of Japanese language training. How to select university for us? How do they select? How do they select university? You get an option to select your university after you complete 1 year of Japanese language. So you don't have to worry right now if you're undergraduate. Okay, there are a lot of questions. If we type yes, you have to fill it in block letters. Any disadvantage of wearing glasses for eyesight? I wear specs. I'm literally blind, so it's okay. You can wear specs. It's fine. There's no problem. What should you fill in remark section? Again, if you are a rank holder, if you've done some Olympiad, if you've achieved some certificate, you can mention about it. Can you get your law from class teacher? Yes, you can. From where can I prepare for MEXT scholarship exam? MEXT scholarship exam is like any other exam. If you're talking about physics, chemistry, maths, then if you just prepare NCRT or um, JEE mains question, it's going to be okay. NCRT level. Do we need 3 sets of documents? I think I've mentioned this before, that for research students you need 3 sets of documents, which is one original and 2 copies, and for undergraduate you need to prepare 2 copies of each, which is one original and one Xerox copy. So if you go back to the video, I've mentioned everything. The next webinar I've mentioned, I've also stamped it so you can check. JEE main basic. NCRT is basic. So study NCRT probably. Yes, maths, chemistry, not bio, maths, chemistry, and physics if you have done mechatronics. If you are doing mechatronics, yes. How to make copies of our result card, because embassy is asking one original, one copy. Oh, result. Okay. You know transcript, right? Report card means 10th, in 10th you get a CBSE say or ICSE say, you get a transcript. So you take, if you cannot get a copy of it, then you take a Xerox and you notarize it. Notarize कर लो उसको. Is stipend enough to survive? Yes, it's enough to survive, because you don't have to pay tuition fee, you don't have to pay exam fee, you don't have to pay anything. And the money that is mentioned, you get to pay your rent, to pay for your food, to pay for other activities. So it's enough. If it's not enough, you can do part-time job also. You can earn. सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ग्रेजुएशन एंड ट्रांसक्रिप्ट क्या होता है, हिंदी में बता दो सर. ट्रांसक्रिप्ट रिपोर्ट कार्ड होता है, मैंने पहले ही मेंशन किया है. सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ग्रेजुएशन आपको ज़रूरत नहीं है अगर आप एक बार देख लेना दो यार, क्या पता. हाँ, सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ यूनिवर्सिटी एनरोलमेंट, सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ग्रेजुएशन आपको ज़रूरत नहीं है अगर आप कैसे बताऊँ मैं? सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ग्रेजुएशन आपको ज़रूरत नहीं है, बस इतना जान लो, ट्रांसक्रिप्ट सबमिट कर दो बस। Can I write my state certificates and remarks? Yes, you can write that. Do we have to answer questions? Yes, answer everything in block letters. Take a good nap. I can't have enough marks, but I have 90% or and I can score more than can I apply? Yes, apply तो कर दो. अप्लाई करने में क्या जाता है? एप्लीकेशन के लिए पैसे थोड़े लग रहे हैं. अप्लाई कर दो. Please tell me any job after business administration and can PCB select. Of course, you can select the course. Any job you can get HR, you can get into MBA, you can get into tourism management administration. A lot of jobs are there. I'm not really sure about it, but I have to check. But you have a lot of jobs. Arey, I think that I gave JEE mains. I got I'm not sure how JEE mains paper was, but I think there are past question papers for MEXT online. If you type studyinjapan.com, you will have some past question papers and you can see if you are up to the level. 89.9 percentile. ठीक है, 89. Yeah, you can apply. Don't worry. If you never go, you'll never know. University tour. So I have made actually a video and I've edited it, but right now it's next application process, so I'm not posting it. I've just made a small video of like me walking from my home to my lab. So I'll post it later. Yes, please, Ayush. If you just drop a comment on the video, I can send you the link. You can drop a comment on any of my videos and I can send you the link to it. In how many words should we answer the question? There is no hard and fast rule. Whatever can fit inside that section, you can write. The research that you do is related to your master's, and language is just a language training that you get to survive in Japan. So for undergraduate, it is compulsory. For research student, you may or may not apply for it. You can take it or you cannot. You don't want to take it, don't take it. If you have N4 or N5, actually, that is not the selection criteria. To be honest, if you have N4, N5, if you have N4, N5, they are happy to know that you have already had interest in Japan and Japanese language for a really long time. So you just have to submit your scores. What are the important questions asked? How much rent am I paying? Do you want me to cover it here? Probably I can cover it in another video. Not that much. But the rent that I'm paying, the house is too small. No, I'm not paying 60K. It's much less than that. What are the important questions asked? So your questions would be mostly based on your application form. So why do you want to apply in Japan? Why did you choose Japan? Why do you want to study only this subject in Japan? What interested you about Japan? What do you like about Japan? What are you going to do when you come to Japan? Something like that. Should we get the application form printed one-sided or double-sided? I printed one-sided, so you can do that. Can I select more than one subject? For undergraduate, you do have to select 3 topics, 3 courses For masters, you have to be very sure of your research plan and you have to just select one. Yes, notarized by the school, or you can get notarized. I think there are lawyers or something who can get notarizes it, something like that. Get hard to make copies of marksheet because embassy is asking. ये तो मैंने answer कर दिया. Is the chat not loading or what? How much sleep? How much sleep do I usually get? I sleep about 5 hours, 5 to 6 hours. If you are, if you get MEXT, you don't have to pay for your college fees. If you don't get MEXT, then I think the college fee is about 4 lakh per year or per semester. I think like that. But per per hour wages is 1,000 yen. So if you work a lot, you can get it. You can pay off, but it's a lot of hard work. How often can one visit India if he saves money from stipend? Um, I have visited once. You can actually go back. Like you can save about 50 to 60,000 yen if you want to save. If you don't want to save, you might not save anything. How much percentage did you get in which entrance exam are you talking about? Will we need recommendation? You do need recommendation form. मैक्स इजी होता है क्या? हाँ, बहुत इजी है. मैक्स इजी होता है क्या मिलना या उसके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन लेना? दोनों ही टफ है, इसलिए तो इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं. 3 4 months में you want to go home? Yeah, three you can save. 6 months you can save. You can go home actually if you want to. If you save for 6 months. In next entrance exam, I don't know my score. I just got selected, so I don't know what score I got or what percentage I got. So I don't know. Is it compulsory to use 3 majors or can we? See, you can select 2 majors, but since the option is given for 3, you can write 3 majors. Even if you don't know what the third one is, it's good to write all the 3. जैसे हम engineering में we give options, right? Computer science, then electrical, then mechanical, like that. What is how much time do you have to prepare for MEXT? If you are in 12th, you have about 1 year and 8 months. 1 year and 4 months, actually. स्पेशलाइज ट्रेनिंग वालों के लिए क्या क्या सबमिट करना है? एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म 2 कॉपी, हेल्थ सर्टिफिकेट फॉर्म 2 कॉपी, 2 कॉपी मतलब एक ओरिजिनल एक कॉपी, रिकमेंडेशन लेटर लास्ट स्कूल से जो अटेंड किया है वो एक एक ओरिजिनल एक कॉपी. कॉपी नहीं कर सकते तो अपने प्रोफेसर या टीचर को बोलो 2 कॉपी करके साइन करके दे दे. एकेडमिक ट्रांसक्रिप्ट फॉर 10th and 12th. दैट्स इट. दो 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 एक एक कॉपी ईच, एक ओरिजिनल एक कॉपी. Why will we need a recommendation copy? Yes, you have to. Okay, good luck if you're applying next year. From which college I did? I did from SRM University. And I am, my major is geophysics. And so I did civil engineering and then I moved to geophysics. So yeah. Is Japan too serious, too disciplined for fun lovers and freestyle? Um, Japan is disciplined. Japanese people do not like to talk that much. but you can always have fun here if you want to. इंटरव्यू के बारे में मैंने बताया ना कि पूछेंगे कि व्हाई डू यू वांट टू कम टू जापान, क्यों आना है, क्या करना है जापान आके, क्यों, क्या पसंद है जापान के बारे में. देयर इज वन इंडियन एंड वन जापानीज पर्सन हु ही इज द फर्स्ट ऑफिसर आई थिंक who's from the embassy. Yes, they do ask, why do you want to particularly study the subject? Yes, they do ask in UG also. So give a brief answer. Can I study in good university in Japan? You can study in a good university without MEXT. There are several other scholarships. There are some scholarships offered by that particular university also. Cyber is also available, I think. Yes. Geophysics, I'm thinking of taking it to which one can, what one can do after masters. After masters, you can do PhD because it's a very research oriented field. So, yeah. What one should need to mention? I'm a Japanese supervisor. Yes, there are a lot of things that you need to mention to a Japanese supervisor. It's. I think I'll make a separate video, or I'll take another Q&A for that. Right now, you don't need to worry about it because it's at the later stage. University enrollment qualification exam, that is not for you guys. It's for people who have already appeared for an entrance exam of a Japanese university, not yours. Because you right now you don't know which university you want to go, so not, you don't need it right now. Submitting documents, the academic transcript for 12th grade is required, 12th is required, 10th is required. What was your reason for having interest in Japan? You cannot say कि मुझे anime पसंद है. You have to write your own answer. कि why do you want to study in Japan? Do you like the technology? Do you like the people? Do you like the culture? What do you like in the culture? What is it so different about Japan from India? Is it the base? So if you clear document screening or written exam, then you go for interview. If you clear interview, then you get the uh, scholarship. There is no hard and fast rule that itna percentage is for interview or written exam. PhD is a long commitment. Yeah, you need money to that. हाँ, स्कूल की सील चाहिए. I 10 to 12 actually. Hi Vanshita. हाँ, if you have C++ certificate, don't send a copy of it. Just add it in the remarks that you have a certificate in C++. If 1 to 12, you don't have to submit, just 12. Just submit 10 to 12 or 10th and 12th. So people who were asking whether how, please make a video on university recommendation. I think the magic girls in the comment section, she's university recommended MEX scholar, and you can check her video out. If you're not done with your 12th grade and if you are expected to graduate in a few days or few months, you can still apply, and you can mention in the remark section that I am appearing and my results are yet to be announced. So once it is announced, you can you can give it you can inform the embassy that your results are out. I want to do research in high energy physics and climate. Of course, it is good in Japan. Research is great in Japan. You should do research. Yes, whatever documents you are giving, whatever certificates you're mentioning, make a CV and make everything and take it there. If they ask you, yes. If they don't ask you, it's fine. Is there? Yes, there are specific exams for specific universities. So you have to give those exams when you come to Japan and when you start studying here. If you've taken 1 year of gap year, don't mention it, but show that in that 1 year आपने कुछ कुछ activities किए हैं, जैसे कि आपने courses किए हैं या certification किया है. Working on weekends, yes, it is still weekend. Thank you. क्या करें? Golden week, golden weekend ऐसे ही निकल गया. Do you want to live in Japan permanently? No, not really. I want to come back to my family. And I want to work in India. That is more important. Okay, I have 3 minutes and then I'll leave because 1 घंटा होने वाला है. फिर इसको अपलोड करने में टाइम लगेगा. पता नहीं इसको मैं अपलोड करूँगी कि भी नहीं. Yes, there are a lot of Indians. Kyoto is full of foreigners. I see a lot of Indians. There are Indians, there are Indian restaurants, there are Indian people, Nepalese people. Do we get, yeah, you can get permanent jobs in Japan. There are a lot of Indians who are working in IT sectors in Japan who are living for a really long time. So you can apply. Please, it's your own discretion, okay? I don't want to live here is because I want to work in India. If you want to live here and you want to work in Japan, you can, of course. Ayush, last date is for 15th May. If for masters you have to submit preliminary form. That is via email. 15th May is not the last date to submit applications and documents for research students. You just have to fill your preliminary application form and send it via email. Okay, I'll make a video about preliminary application form. कब बनाऊं? टाइम ही नहीं है. बनाती हूँ. So once your application, preliminary application is, if you're shortlisted, then वो आपको बोलेंगे कि now you bring your documents and now we want to see your documents and other things. ठीक है? So fill the preliminary documents, preliminary application form online and email it. Yes, you can add extracurricular activities as well. How did you get summer fellowship in IIT Bombay? I applied for an IISc Bangalore summer fellowship. That is also a fellowship, and I was assigned IIT Bombay. Yes, your visa will be converted from student visa to work visa. Yes, there are Northeast Indians as well. Yeah. Of course, you can ask questions in the comment section. I'll try to reply. You have to submit only health certificate, not X-ray. Only health form. X-ray आपको नहीं submit करना है. How to attach? Online में you have to put a digital copy of your image, of your photograph. Okay, I'm done. Last question. Yes, you can write that you are interested in that subject and you can relate why that subject is so unique in Japan, and why do you want to why do you want to come to Japan because of that subject. Okay, chalo, bye bye, thank you so much for joining, and all the best for your application. Okay, take care, bye bye, good night, bye.